What's up, everybody? What's going on? Listen, I'm just doing what I was told to do, man. Talking with one of the guys today, my bro say, Joe, you gotta go live more. He say you gotta go live more, man. So if y'all didn't get a chance to check out that video earlier today that I posted a video earlier. It should be on my timeline somewhere down there. So if y'all didn't get a chance to jump on that live this morning, make sure y'all go jump on it now. What's going on? Listen, hey, my bro, Mr. Horseshoe. Y'all go follow my bro Horseshoe, man. Y'all go follow my bro. I don't know if you want me to put it out there like that, man, but hey, 400,000 is good, man. You know what I'm saying? 400,000 is solid, bro. Shout out to my bro, man. Listen, I try to make sure I give all good information. You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure all my folks is in position. They say if you a real boss, you're going to put all your folks in position. You're going to put your team in position. So anytime any of my members lock in with me and they got a goal and we got a goal, we going to rock out till we get that goal accomplished. Shout out to my bro on closing on that $400,000 asset. It's major. Shout out to my bro, man. I be telling folks, man, like all my people, closing on houses, getting homes and things like that, man, it ain't as hard as people think. Everybody always thinks certain things is hard. That's just because you looking at the reality of what you see. But when you start looking at things and understand the formula, the system, and the algorithm of how things work, it ain't as hard as you think it's going to be. So you got a lot of people out here dealing with credit challenges and things like that. I be telling folks all the time, like when people call me and they hit me and they be like, Joe, my score shot or this or that, you know what I'm saying? Because when you don't know something, right, you looking at the reality of what you facing. You looking at the reality of what's in front of you, And it might appear to be something that you can't overcome, or it might seem like something that's going to take years for you to get it situated. You know what I'm saying? But when you get with an expert, or when you get with a professional, when you get with somebody that could break that thing down to the science, which is what I do. I break it down to the science. See, most people are always looking at their credit scores, and they don't know how those scores is created. They don't know how those scores is generated. They don't know none of that. You know what I'm saying? So what I did for the last 15 years, I've been traveling state to state, traveling with FICO, learning the algorithm, learning the system. And I've been taking that information, bringing it back to my community, sharing it with people, right? I'm going to say people that look like me, but also people that don't look like me, right? Good-spirited people, solid people. I've been bringing that information back to the community, sharing it with my folks and getting them in position, So getting a house ain't nothing, right? I tell people all the time, getting access to money ain't nothing. Getting access to working capital ain't nothing. But you have to make sure that you're in position. In order for you to do it, you got to make sure that you are in position. And I'm talking about the first thing is making sure that you got your personal credit optimized. And once you got your personal credit optimized, looking a certain way, then you move to the next phase, all right? The next phase is establishing a business, because I'm big on taking the liability off the person and putting the liability on the business, right? So the first thing that we need to do is we need to optimize the personal credit profile, because if you can control what the banks see, it'll determine what you get. All right, I'm going to say that one more time. If you can control what the banks see, it'll determine what you get. Most of the times when you go apply for banking products, credit cards, loans, auto loans, mortgages, things like that, it's going to go through an underwriting process, right? Now, the underwriter is going to look at the credit profile and determine if you're worthy of getting that banking product that you're looking for. So if you can control what the banks see, it'll determine what you get, okay? So number one, let's optimize the personal credit profile. Have that looking a certain way. Now, after we got the personal credit profile optimized, the next thing that we need to do is we need to start, or you could do it simultaneously, we need to start establishing a fundable foundation on the business, all right? Because we need to build the business out so that you can go get access to working capital on a business. This is how you get the liability off the person, Okay, let me tell y'all something, right? 30% of your personal credit score is created from utilization. So in that 30%, you're getting 165 points. What I notice a lot of times is people's score is struggling because either they don't have utilization, or if they do have an active revolving account, they got it overutilized. Now, listen to what I'm finna tell y'all, right? Installment loans don't affect the score. They only affect the DTI, which is the debt to income ratio. So revolving accounts affect the score because the higher the utilization go, the least of that 165 points you're getting from the 30% of utilization. All right. So when you got a situation where you overutilize, meaning your credit cards, you may not be, you need to have your credit cards between 1% and 6% to get the bulk of that 165 points coming from utilization. All right. So if you carrying heavy debt on a revolving account, it's going to affect your score. So what you want to do is, right, get your utilization down as low as you can, and then go take out an installment loan. Follow what I'm saying? Take out an installment loan, then take that installment loan and pay the revolving debt off so that your scores will go back up. So now you kicking back in that 165 points from utilization. All right. So now what that did is it freed you up. So now your personal credit is back up. Okay. Now follow what I'm saying, right? We took out an installment loan and took that installment loan to pay the revolving debt off. Okay. And so once you pay the revolving debt off, the score go back up. Okay. Once you optimize the credit profile, personal credit profile, put it in the garage, put a car cover over it. Then we need to start operating on business. So now listen, let's just say, for instance, we got this. Let's just say, for instance, you got a $10,000 credit card, and that $10,000 credit card is almost maxed out. So it's hurting your score. So we need to go get a $10,000 installment loan, take that installment loan, pay the revolving debt off. So now what we're doing is we shifting the debt from a revolving account to an installment account. Okay. Remember, I told you installment loans don't affect the score. It only affects the DTI. All right. So now what we did was we took that installment loan, we paid off the revolving debt, and the score went back up. Now, once the score go back up, as long as you at a 680, you could operate on business. All right. So now the personal score went back up. Right. So now we operating on business. Now, remember, we're going to go establish business credit, go get some working capital on business. Now, say, for instance, if you went and got a $25,000 business credit card. All right. Because we still got to free the person, because we still got that $10,000 installment loan on the personal file. So we still got to free that up. Because remember, I told you, I'm big on taking the liability off the person and putting the liability on the business. We just took an installment loan out on the person, right? We took the installment loan out on the person just to clear up the revolving debt. All right. Because we wanted to clear that up so the personal score go back up. Okay. They got places, they got, Miss Foster, they got places that you can get installment loans with high utilization, okay? And also, right, also what you could do is you could go operate on business, right? There's places out there that you could go get credit cards on business, all right? And then with those credit cards that you got on business, liquidate those credit cards, right? Because at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're trying to shift the debt from the person to the business. So you want to go out, operate on business, and you could possibly get business credit cards or business lines of credit, liquidate those. And when you liquidate those, pay off the revolving debt on the person. Because once you increase the score with the person, right, now you got more options, more funding options out there that you could do on business. Because at the end of the day, what we need to do is we need to optimize the personal credit file so that we can move on business. Okay? Because we want to move on business. And let me know if you caught what I'm saying, Ms. Foster. I want to make sure that you caught what I'm saying before I move forward, because I want to make sure I get that answer for you. And I want to make sure you got a clear understanding on that. Okay? So what we did was we took out an installment loan on the person, right? We took that installment loan and we paid the revolving debt off, which pushed the score back up on the personal file. Okay. Now we're a good subject to go and get business funding, business credit cards, things like that on the business, right? And you go get that business line of credit or that business credit card, liquidate that, and then go pay off the installment that you took out. So now what you did was you freed the person up completely. And now you carrying that debt on the business. Okay. So if you don't get it, okay, let me go back to Ms. Foster's question, right? If you don't get approved for an installment because of high utilization, make sure that you still need to make sure that the business is structured the right way, right? Because there's places that you can still go and get credit cards and lines of credit on the business that's not even going to check the personal file, you know. And there's a lot of places like, and I please don't beat me up for saying this here, y'all, because I'm finna say something. All right, I'm finna say something. Even if you took out an installment loan that has a high interest rate, right? Even if you took out an installment loan that has a high interest rate, the only reason we taking out that installment loan is to pay the revolving debt off. So once we pay off the revolving debt, okay, the score go back up. Now we operating on business. And like I said, go get access to business credit cards, business lines of credit, things on business. And we're going to liquidate those and go pay off that high interest rate, you know. And now you freed yourself up on the person. Okay. So it's so much information, man. It's so much like y'all got to understand. I've been doing this for 19 years. I've been helping people for 19 years with business and things like that. So it's so much information. All y'all got to do is just tap in with me. A phone call ain't nothing, right? A phone call ain't nothing. I'm in the office Monday through Friday. So I got a open door policy. Y'all can always come in my office and politic with me. Any of that. You know what I'm saying? Always do that, you know? So shout out to Big Brother, man. Y'all see Big Brother back there. Shout out to Big Brother. Yeah, but y'all make sure y'all tap in. Let me see what Big Brother is. It ain't gonna let me do it. There you go. There you go. Shout out to Big Brother, man. Shout out to Big Brother. I'm everybody's favorite Big Brother. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm everybody's favorite Big Brother. You know? I be telling people all the time, everybody always complimenting my cars and my trucks and everything like that. But I be telling folks all the time, man, this ain't nothing, y'all. To go out and get these little toys and things like this, it ain't nothing to get these little toys. He been sitting for about 3 years. I'm finna get him to my son, you know. But I'm telling y'all this, man. Position yourself. It's all about positioning, okay? When you get in position, okay? When you get in position, when you properly optimize your file and you got your file looking a certain way, move on business, okay? The goal is to take the liability off the person and put the liability on the business. I swear, man, people, I swear, like, it's just because we don't know. And there's so much fugazi going on that people don't know who to trust. People don't know who to work with. People lack integrity. You know, that's why I gave everybody an open door policy to come to my office. So if I'm in the office and you come in the office, I'm right there. So many people be worried about people running off and doing this and doing that. You know, I wanted to 86 that, you know, so I give anybody a 24/7 or anybody an open door policy. It's just like if I was in your city and you wanted to come to the office and just pull up and see what's happening. Y'all got that privilege, that ability. All you got to do is go to my website and it says, visit our virtual office. And when you come in there, you're going to be like, dang, look at this. This is beautiful. I just want to show y'all how to get in position, man. You know, I just want to show y'all how to get in position because it's possible. You know, you got so many people out here, so many folks out here. Let me see what Miss Foster's saying. Lightstream. Miss Foster, go to Lightstream. You'll probably get 35,000 over there. So go to Lightstream. Or just hit me up and we could talk. you know. But I'm gonna tell you right now, go to Lightstream, try them, because they'll probably give you that, and then it depends on how much revolving debt we need to clear up, you know. But go to Lightstream. That's a recommendation for you. Yep, go to Lightstream, and that's Light stream, not Lite. That's Light stream, Lightstream. Go there. You should be able to get it there. And if you need help with anything, like if you need to just come sit down with me for a consultation and let's talk about anything, all you got to do is go to my website. It's on the link in my bio. Hit that schedule call with Joe Martin. Be on your laptop at the time of the call, because I'm going to bring you to my virtual office and we're going to sit down. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show some things to you. I'm going to teach you so much information, and I'm going to do that all on the strength, you know. So if it's anything that you want to learn or anything that you want to know, just all you got to do is just go to the website, and then we'll schedule a call with me, and then we'll sit down and we'll talk. So that's cool. Yeah. So while I'm on here, man, I got about 10 more minutes before I slide. If anybody got any questions, if anybody want to ask me anything, go ahead and shoot me a question. You know what I'm saying? While I'm on here. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I'm definitely looking forward to speaking with you. If you choose to go to the website and schedule that, I'm looking forward to speaking with you. You know, I tell people all the time, man, conversation is free. I don't even charge for no consultations. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I just want to bless people with information. And if you feel like we're a good fit to work with, then we'll move forward, you know. And I don't work with everybody. You know, sometimes, you know, if people have a lot of pressure on their life, I had a tendency not to work with people that got a lot of pressure, meaning that people that need it. Like if somebody came to me and they say, Joe, I need a mortgage. And I say, okay, what's your urgency? What's your sense of urgency? And then people be like, yesterday. I might not work with them. It just depends, right? Because I ain't got no pressure in my life, you know, and I'm a empath. So that means when I help people, I pull their energy into I take their energy, I absorb their energy, you know. That's real, right? And sometimes people be having real problems and real challenges in front of them, which they can overcome those challenges, but they might not have it. They might have wrong expectations as far as time go, you know. And I try not to bring all of that into my life, you know, because I'm a builder. So I need 100% of my energy every day. You know what I'm saying? It's already enough dealing with kids, family, business and things like that. It's already enough pressure on us. So I try to keep my energy where it needs to be, you know. But when like I tell people, man, when it come down to credit and things like that, man, when you understand the algorithm and when you understand the system of how credit is being created and how to move the score, a lot of times we won't even look at our situations as being so challenging, you know, because it's 5 factors that's creating the credit score. Okay, it's 5 factors, and when you understand those 5 factors and when you understand that algorithm, it's easy for you to take your credit profile and drop it in that formula and find out what you need to do. And it's even better when you got a mentor and a coach, somebody that could walk you through and hold your hand all the way through it. You know, it's even a much better situation. But out here in this world, trying to navigate through all the bad information that's out here, trying to navigate through all the people out here that lack integrity, trying to navigate through all the fugaziness, you know, all of the fluff that's out here, trying to navigate through that, man. Yeah, it is draining. I see why people be drained and why people give up and continue to live in the circumstances that they in, because it's, you know, you burn more energy dealing with people that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got time for that. You know, nobody got time for that. But if you want to lock in with somebody that's solid, right? Getting a house ain't nothing. Getting an auto loan ain't nothing. Getting a credit card ain't nothing. Getting an installment ain't nothing, but you got to be in position to get it. You know, You got to be in position. And what I mean, the first door is having that personal credit right. And when you got your personal credit right, the next door is making sure that your business is built on a fundable foundation, making sure that your business is structured the way that it needs to be structured, so that once you cut on that faucet, it's going to always be on. So every 3 to 6 months, you could possibly go get more working capital. But I got to tell y'all this, right? I got to say this. You got to create cash flow. The key to having good credit is making sure that you got the cash to pay the credit off when you use it. So many people, like, if you go get credit, right? You got all this credit. You got access to all this credit and you using it, but you don't have the cash flow coming in to pay it. Guess what? You setting yourself up for a disaster. You setting yourself up to be back in another situation, right? So the goal is to get access to credit, take that credit, and build something that's going to create and generate cash flow with it, right? The biggest thing that I have to explain when I'm teaching the young kids that's coming out of high school, when I go and teach them, the biggest thing that I have to explain to them is not free money, right? It comes with a bill. You have to pay it back, right? So if you get access to $10,000, that don't mean you just got $10,000 to spend. That means that you got $10,000 to use and pay back. Use and pay back. Use and pay back. So you know, it's just about understanding and doing what you have to do to be in position. But number one, position yourself. And after you got yourself positioned, number two, position your business. And then after you got your business positioned, which number three, position your system. Position your cash flow and keep it coming in. And if you don't have it coming in as fast as you want it to come in, then be mindful of what you use with credit. That's it. You know, that's it. I learned the hard way, right? And I learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this since I was 24 years old. So I didn't know what I know now. I'm 43 years old now. But when I was 24, I didn't know what I know now. You know, so I learned through trial and error, like most of us do. You know, but as we go, as we grow, we learn. You know, as we grow, we develop. So what I didn't know at 24, I know now. So I know what not to do. And this is why people always tell people to get a mentor, because most of the times mentors and coaches have already been through the things that most people are going through. We done already been there, right? So if I know how to stay out the fire, or if I know how to come out some fire, then somebody come on board with me as a member, then I would be wrong not to share with them how to stay out the fire. Yeah. And y'all make sure y'all stand on your business, man. Make sure you stand on business and do what you're supposed to do. Save your face card. You know, save your face card. It's too many people out here doing bad business. It's too many people out here, even consumers, even people that come patronize other people's business, right? If somebody help you with something and they give you a price, man, pay the price, man. Pay the price. Don't always be asking them to discount. If you're not asking other people, companies, to discount prices, don't ask the people that look like you to discount their prices. If you don't see value in what that person have to offer you, then keep it moving. You ain't nobody holding you hostage, making you do business with them people. So if you choose to do business with somebody, stand on business, save your face card, make sure you do right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't help and I'm going to tell y'all this, right? I didn't help so many people. In these last 19 years, I probably done seen it all. You know, I done probably seen it all. I done seen every personality type, you know. I done seen every characteristic of people. So if you do business with somebody, stand on business. Do what you say you're going to do. And if you offering a service to somebody, stand on business. Do what you say you're going to do. Help. If you're going to help somebody, help them. Don't bring a person into your system or into your organization and mistreat them. Take advantage of their hardship. What I see a lot of people do, take advantage of people while they going through a hardship, just like funeral homes do. I ain't gonna let's keep it 100. You know, people they lose a loved one, right? They go to the funeral home. The funeral home know that these people are emotional. They know what they dealing with. They know that they got to do this, and most of the times they take advantage of those people going through a hardship. You know, don't be that person. If somebody come to me and I know that they dealing with this, or they dealing with some type of challenge, if I can help you, I'm gonna help you. If I can't help you, I'm gonna still try to help you, right? But if I can't, I ain't finna take advantage of the situation that you in. You know, you got a lot of people out here that don't care, man. They'll take advantage of anybody because all they doing is chasing money. You know, you got, like I said earlier, you got givers and you got takers. The takers, they might live a little better than the givers because they taking from everybody, right? With no integrity. But the givers, we sleeping better at night because guess what? We done helped hundreds of people already. And those people appreciate the help. Those people like, man, thank you, right? And they feel better. So now we sleeping better at night, and the people that locked in with you, they sleeping better at night because they know that they came across somebody that was 100 and solid, you know? And I'm just saying, man, so I'm just being obedient, right? I'm being obedient now because I'm an introvert, right? I don't like to talk a lot unless I'm teaching. And that's why when I get on these lives or when I'm going live, I could talk a lot. But if I wasn't on live, if I was just out in the world, I probably wouldn't be talking a lot. You know, I probably wouldn't be talking a lot. But I'm just being obedient right now. One of my guys said, Joe, you got to get on live more. You know, you got to start talking more. You got to start sharing what you know more with people. You know, so I'm just being obedient. This is my second live today on Instagram, which is something that I never, ever do. A lot of y'all been following me for years. A lot of y'all then got with me in the inbox. You know what I'm saying? But y'all rarely see me live. Y'all might see me post a video here and there, you know, but I'm rarely on live because I'm kind of like an introvert, you know. And I guess it carries over even online, even on these phones, things like that, you know. But yeah, man, so and I'm going to say this before I go, right? Real estate agents, let me help you sell more homes, because most of the times the biggest challenge that a lot of people that's coming to buy real estate is they either don't have a down payment or they dealing with credit challenges. So if you got somebody that's looking to purchase a home and they dealing with credit challenges and things like that, hit me up and let me show you what I got first. Let me teach you and let me educate you on some things first, real estate agent. Let me educate you. And then after I educate you, you could educate your client. And if you want to work with your client and me, we'll all work together. Because the goal is for you to sell more homes, get those people in the house, right? And keep going, right? So let's work. So if you're a real estate agent and you're looking to sell more homes, make sure you hit me up. Let's work. You know, if you're a business owner, listen, y'all, I look like this, right? I know y'all see my golds. I know y'all see my gold teeth. Y'all see my necklace. Y'all see my glasses. But guess what, y'all? I'm a black man from Chicago, Illinois. I own a software company. Okay? I build systems. I've helped hundreds of people in the last 19 years. So looks can be deceiving, right? I could take these goals out. I don't wear them every day, you know? But some days it's Friday. I feel like getting out, moving around. You know what I'm saying? It's nice outside. Look at the weather, y'all. It's nice out here. I feel like getting out today. So guess what? I said, let me put my goals in. Let me put my chains on. Let me put my glasses on. And let me go out here and chill out, man. You know? But if y'all looking to work with somebody that's solid, and when you talk to me, you will know more. I know y'all be online looking at people on social media and y'all really don't know what to expect or what this person is like or who this person is. But I swear, man, when you talk to me, you will see why everybody love me, right? I think I'm still friends with everybody I met in my whole life. And I'm 43 years old. And anybody that I ever met in my life, I'm still friends with them to this day, unless they did something, right? And even if they did something, what's understood need not be explained. I just carry on. You know, every action don't require a reaction. You know, when people burn bridges, let them burn their bridges and you keep moving. You know, because guess what? You might have to cross. Don't burn your bridge. So if somebody burn a bridge with you, they burnt their bridge. So guess what? They not finna cross back over to come to you because they did something fugazi. They did some BS. So they not finna come back to you. But you don't burn their bridge with them because guess what? You still on your path. You still on your way. But guess what? You might have to go back to the snake pit. You might have to cross back over their bridge. You might have to go back on their side. Because you might have lost, you might have dropped something, or it may have been something there. It may have been a skeleton key in that snake pit that you need to unlock the next level, right? So this person burnt the bridge with you, but they know somebody that you need to know, right? So you might have to cross back over that bridge and go back to them and say, hey, what's such and such phone number? I need to get with them. They're going to give it to you because already they want to get back on your good side because they know they did some BS. So they're going to be like, oh, yeah, his number is such and such, such and such, such and such. See, if you burnt your bridge with them after they burnt their bridge with you, you would have never been able to go back to them feeling comfortable to say, hey, give me their number. You know, so don't burn their bridges, regardless of what people do, you know, and that's going to take us to the 4 agreements, right? Agreement number 1 is be impeccable with your word. The word impeccable means sin. The true definition of sin is anything that you do against self. So let your word be not against self. So impeccable. So do not speak on yourself. So I don't care how much money you got. Don't never say I'm broke, right? I don't care how you feel. Don't never say I feel sick. I don't care what you got going on. Don't never speak against yourself. Number 1, be impeccable with your word. Number 2, right? Never take nothing personal. I don't care how a person treats you. I don't care what a person do to you. You don't never take it personal because you have to understand that this person is moving this away because of an agreement that they made with themselves. So if that person woke up today and said, man, today is going to be an effed up day, right? That mean, and everything throughout their day is going to be effed up because they made that agreement with themselves. So when they come across you and they got some type of energy, right? You don't take their energy personal because you got to understand that this person is only moving like this because of an agreement that they made with themselves. You know, my cousin asked me the other day, she said, Joe, how you do it though? How can you not take something personal when somebody do something to you? You got to understand that people move based on the agreements that they made with themselves. So, have you ever seen somebody act crazy one day? And you like, man, what the heck is this person talking about? What they got going on, right? And then 2 days later, they a whole different person. 2 days later, they totally different. They got different energy, different vibe. And you like, damn, why you, the other day you was acting up? You got to understand, the other day that person made an agreement on that day. So on that day, they moved based on the agreement that they made. That's how they was moving. So on this particular day, right? This person moving a little different because they made better agreements. So we got to learn not to charge it to their heart, charge it to their head, right? Don't charge them to their heart, charge it to their head, because the head is what's creating the agreements, what they thinking that day, right? So don't hold them to that, you know? So rule number 2, agreement number 2 is never take anything personal. Agreement number 3 is never make assumptions. See, 97% of all the relationships in the world is based on opinions and assumptions, right? Because people don't have those hard conversations. So if somebody is acting up or if somebody acting a certain way towards you, you know, have the conversation. Hey, man, what's going on? What's wrong? Do you got a problem with me? See, because if you don't have that conversation with a person and you assuming that they got a problem, now guess what? Your energy going to be off towards that person and it may not even be what you think it is. You got to make sure you have those conversations, you know? So rule agreement number 3, never make assumptions. Just have the tough conversations that need to be had. And then agreement number 4, right? Always do your best. Always do your best. What's up, King? Always do your best. You know, always do your best. So that means be impeccable with your word. Always do your best to be impeccable with your word. Okay? That means never speak anything against yourself. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how bad you might feel. I don't care what you got going on. Don't never speak it into existence. It goes back to the to the Bible, where they say the power of life and death lies in the tongue. That's the same thing of what we speak. And you got to be mindful of what you say to other people. You got to be mindful of what you say to yourself, right? Let me tell y'all this story, right? This lady, she had a job, and she really wanted this position with this job. She wanted a position with this company. She wanted she wanted a management position. So she was doing her best, everything at the job. She was trying to do her best to make sure that she did everything because she wanted that promotion. Now, this lady had a beautiful little daughter that could sing. Her personality was just a light to the world, you know. And one day this mom woke up late, right? She woke up late. So she got up, she rushed her daughter. She got her daughter to school. Then she went to work. And when she got to work, she was late, right? When she got to work, her manager came to her and was like, you know, corporate here today, and you late. We lost some points because you wasn't here to do what you needed to do. Right? They didn't punish her at that moment because corporate was there. But at the end of the shift, they told her, they say, listen, you was late this morning. We got points deducted. So therefore, we got to take you off the board for the promotion. So it destroyed her, right? The mom, it destroyed her. She felt bad. So she left work. She was crying. She was frustrated. She was mad. She was upset because she felt like she dropped the ball. So she got to the school and she picked her daughter up. Her daughter hopped in the back seat, right? Daughter hopped in the car. Her daughter the same way she is every day. She's singing. She happy. She joyful. She jumping around, this and that. She singing, got a beautiful voice. Mom driving. She turned around and told her daughter, she said, be quiet. Don't nobody want to hear your voice right now. Don't nobody want to hear you sing. Don't nobody want to hear that. It sounds so ugly. Stop. See, we got to be mindful of things that we say to people and to ourselves, because you know what happened to the little daughter that day? When the mom said that, the daughter made an agreement with herself. Because remember, I told y'all, we make agreements. We make thousands and hundreds of agreements every day, right? So we got to be mindful of what we say to people, because when we say certain things to people, they make an agreement with themselves. So when the mom said that to the daughter made an agreement with herself that her voice was ugly, that she couldn't sing, that didn't nobody want to hear her talk, didn't nobody want to hear her speak, right? She made an agreement with herself based on what her mom spoke into her life. So when the little girl went back to school, the teachers was wondering, like, what happened to her? Why is she so different? Why is she not singing? Why is she not joyful? Why is she not playing like she used to play? What's going on? Well, what happened was the little daughter made an agreement that didn't nobody want to hear her sing no more. Didn't nobody want to hear her talk no more. Didn't nobody want to hear her speak no more. So it changed. That agreement that she made changed her. And the mother didn't understand what she did, but the mother spoke that into that little girl's life, which changed her personality because of her words. This is why I tell people, be impeccable with your word. Don't let your words speak against yourself. Be mindful of what you say to yourself. Be mindful of what you say to other people. Because based on the things that you say to people, people make agreements based on that. So you have to be mindful of what you say to people. Okay? So now, this little girl is walking around a totally different person because of what her mom spoke into her life. See, but this the thing about agreements, right? This the thing about agreements is you can make new agreements. But if you don't understand how words work and how things work, you won't know to make a new agreement. So if this little girl, when she come across and when the mom understand what she did, she have to speak that back into her daughter's life so her daughter could make a new agreement and come back to who she is. Oh, man, y'all. I swear I hope somebody getting this, man. I hope somebody getting this. So I don't care where you at. in life. I don't care what situation you in. I don't care what position you in life. Don't you ever, ever, ever let them words come out your mouth that you are anything less than great. You got to make sure you speak that over your life. I don't care how much money you got in your bank account. I don't care how much money you got in your pocket. Don't never say I'm broke. You always say I'm wealthy, I'm rich. Say that. I don't care. Because when you say that, you putting it in the atmosphere. You putting it into the universe, so therefore it exists. So even if the reality just got to catch up, it's already in the atmosphere. It's already in there. You know? So you just got to continue to speak these things into existence. That's why they say the power of life and death lies in the tongue. You know? I don't care what situation I'm in. I don't care what I got going on in my life. I ain't going to never, ever, ever, ever speak anything negative against my life. I ain't going to never do it. I ain't going to never do it. You know? I'm going to tell y'all this real quick, man. And I probably should have shared this at the beginning. But let me tell y'all a real story. A lot of y'all don't know, right? A lot of y'all don't know. But a lot of y'all do know. In 2004, at the age of 24, I lost my daughter to kidney failure. Okay? We was at the hospital. And the doctors called me and they said, Joe, Mr. Martin, come to the room because your daughter is leaving. And she needs to be with somebody that love her. She couldn't be with my wife because my wife was dealing with something where they had her drugged up. They had her drugged up. So she was in another room letting that wear off, you know. But my daughter, they was like, Mr. Martin, come to this room. Your daughter is leaving and she need to be around somebody that love her. So all my family, everybody in the hospital, they all there. We all praying, you know, everybody praying. And I'm walking through the hospital talking to my family members and I'm telling them like, Destiny's still here. Y'all crying, everybody feeling sad, everybody feeling down, but Destiny is still here. Destiny is in that room right now. And Destiny could feel y'all energy. So I need y'all to stop crying, right? I need y'all to start praying. I need y'all to start believing because Destiny is still here. You know? So what I did was I went in that room and I sung ABC to my daughter. You know, I started singing little things to my daughter. You know, they finally rolled my wife in, right? They finally rolled my wife in, and my wife came in, and my wife touched my daughter. And all of my daughter's vital signs started coming back up. Her heart rate was dropping. Her blood pressure was dropping. Her oxygen intake was dropping. So yeah, I understand what the doctor was saying. My daughter was perishing. She was leaving. My wife came in that room and touched my daughter, and all of her vital signs started coming back up. My mother seen this, and my mother said, Joe, go get a nurse. So I ran out the room and I went and got a nurse. And I told the nurse, I said, come. So the nurse came in. Because everybody at this moment, they thought my daughter was already leaving. You know, they thought she was already leaving. So when the nurse came back in and they seen her vital signs come back up, right? I have never heard nobody in the medical industry use words like it's a miracle, right? Because, of course, doctors believe in, well, you know, a lot of doctors believe in God as well, but I guess they trained to believe in science, you know? So when my daughter's vital signs came back up, it showed me that we have to be mindful of what we say. You know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful of what we say. Because if I would have agreed with that doctor and said my daughter was dying, then I would have put that in the atmosphere. I didn't want to agree with that doctor because I believed in something different. You know, my daughter passed away 20 days later. She did. But I thank God because God gave me another 20 days to spend with my daughter. You know, let me tell y'all some real stuff, man. You know, and it's on my file, y'all. When y'all go look. 2 years later in 2006, I lost my little man. He got murdered at the age of 4 by a 30-year-old man. So we talking about a young man, me, 24 years old, lost my daughter in 2004. Turn around in 2006, my little man got murdered. Okay? One of the few people that could relate to what we was dealing with was my father. And my father just lost both of his grandkids back to back. And he was already dealing with underlying health issues, you know. In 2007, I lost my father. From at that age, going through, you know, I had to push through. You know, I tell people all the time, God take his strongest people through some of the hardest things in life, because one day we got to be a vessel. So when I speak to parents that's going through similar things that I went through, it's like we standing in front of this tunnel. So I tell people and that tunnel is depression, right? And I just go where God tell me to go, y'all. So excuse me. I know we started talking about something different earlier, you know, but sometimes God shift your conversation out the blue. He'll shift that conversation, right? And he'll shift it because it's somebody that's gonna come across this video that need to hear this, right? So when you standing in front of that tunnel, you know, a lot of people be scared to go in there because they hear the screams, they hear the pain, they hear the fear inside that tunnel. And this is just everybody that's going through. And that tunnel is depression, right? A lot of people be scared to step a foot in that tunnel because of what they hear, right? And so many people end up hurting themselves because of the fear of going in that tunnel, right? So I look at it like this, right? If God chose me to be a beacon of light, it's other parents that's going to go through what I went through. So I want to make sure that I be a vessel to tell them parents that, hey, it is light at the end of that tunnel. You know, don't be scared to go through it. The best way to get through any storm in life is you got to keep going. We can't stop in the middle of a storm. So, and I'm going to tie this back into what we saying, right? You got a lot of people dealing with challenges right now. You know, you got a lot of people dealing with challenges. All right. And in that challenge, right? In that challenge, they going through depression, right? And it's a storm. So I have to tell people, man, you got to keep going through that storm. You can't stop in the midst of that storm, because if you stop, anything is liable to happen to you. So you got to make sure you keep going. You got to make sure you keep pushing, you know. And that's my word, man. You know, that's what God led me to speak on today. And I hope that it catch somebody's attention, man. Anybody that's dealing with anything in life right now, regardless of how bad it may seem, you got to make sure you keep going. You can't stop. You got to make sure you keep going. Okay? So, you know. Man, you know, I just go where the Spirit tell me to go. You know? I'm gone, y'all. Y'all be good, man. I'm finna go out here, man, and kick it and chill, man. I'm gonna go wash this truck. And I'm gonna go wash this truck. I'm finna go enjoy this day. I'm finna go kick it. Come here, King. Come here, my boy. I'm gonna show y'all my boy real quick. Come here. Come here, man. He hot, y'all. He don't feel like playing out here today. Look at him. King, tell everybody what's up, man. I ain't finna tell everybody what's up, King. You gonna tell everybody what's up, man? You gonna tell everybody what's up? Tell them what's up. Tell everybody what's up, man. You wanna tell everybody what's up? Sit. 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 Sit down. Sit. He hot, y'all. It's hot out here today. So he ain't trying to do nothing. Yeah, he hot. Look at my boy. He out here running around. He hot. He chilling. There you go doing them zoomies, y'all. These dogs be doing them zoomies, man. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just chilling, man. I'm finna go out here. Thank you, Miss Foster. I appreciate it. It was a lot, and it was a lot. Thank you. You know, God put people on this earth. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe everything is divine order. I'm not a religious man. I'm a spiritual man. But I believe in God, and I think that he designed this world. Nothing is by coincidence. Everything is by divine order. A lot of times I tell people, when people come into your life, right, everything have a season. A lot of times people be hurt when people leave their lives, right? But we have to understand that it's a season for everything. When that person comes into your life, right, understand that they there for a season. Some seasons last a lifetime, right? And that's the beautiful thing about it. Some seasons last a lifetime. Some seasons might last a month, Some season might last a couple years, right? But I think everything happens in divine order, So it ain't by coincidence. And sometimes we got to make sure we trust our spirit of discernment, because your spirit going to always talk to you. A lot of times, have you ever been in a situation where something told you not to do something? You know what I'm saying? And you still did it, and it turned out like bad. You know what I'm saying? It turned out bad. And you like, damn, I should have trusted my spirit. You know what I'm saying? I should have trusted. It told me not to do that, but, that's why I tell people, man, trust your spirit of discernment, because your spirit going to always speak to you. And your spirit going to always pretty much tell you what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So trust your spirit. You got to do that. And as people, it's natural for us to want to help other people. You know what I'm saying? It's natural for us to want to help, because that's just what we do. All right? That's just our essence, right? We always want to make sure we help people. But you got to pray about it. You got to be mindful of who you help, because you could help the wrong person, and that person will drain your energy, right? Have you ever helped somebody and it just drained your energy to the point where you was just feeling like, I'm tired? You always tired because you helped the wrong person and you push too much energy to the wrong person. And then what God would do is he'll send the person that you're supposed to help, he'll send them to you, and you can't even give them 100% because you didn't wasted a lot of your energy helping the wrong people because you didn't pray about it before you did it. See, we be quick to say, yeah, I got you, right? Because like I said, it's in our essence to be that. That's what we are, right? So, but we gotta be slow on saying yeah, right? Be slow on saying yeah, and pray about it. And then when your spirit say, yeah, that's the person you're supposed to help, then you move forward, Because a lot of times you might help somebody, man, and you might find yourself drained, no energy, and you can't even give yourself 100% because you done gave it all to somebody that you probably shouldn't have gave it to, So y'all just remember, man, like it's a season. Everything have a season. Some seasons are built to last. Some seasons are going to last a lifetime. Some seasons are only going to last a month. Some seasons are only going to last a half a year, So don't be hurt when people walk out your life, because it's only a season. Take what you got from that relationship or that situation and you build from it. So if you was dealing with something that was toxic, right? If you're dealing with something that was toxic, take that and know that when you come across a person that has similar traits to what you just got through dealing with, you know not to give it no energy. Right? Yeah. So, yeah, man. That's what it is. I'm gone, y'all. I love my truck, man. I'm gone. I gotta go wash this guy up, man. Shout out to the big brother, man. 750 credit score, man. So let's work, man. Y'all tap in. Let's work. I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be good. And I'm gone. I'm finna go conclude this day. It's Friday. The weekend is here. If you need help with anything, inbox me or go to my website. Schedule a call with me. Let's talk. This weekend, I know if y'all schedule with me, it'll probably be Monday before we can get together. But if y'all schedule with me, I'll shoot y'all a message or something and see if we can hop on a quick call, because it ain't no thing to call. You know what I'm saying? I could do that while I'm in traffic, you know? Thank you, Asian. Yeah. So it ain't no thing, man. But if y'all need help with anything, and if I got it, you know, the information or the knowledge to help you, you know, I'll share it with you. And if you feel like my mentoring program is something that can help you position yourself, that's available as well. So we can lock in and do that, you know. I appreciate y'all, man. And I'll talk to y'all later, man. I'm gone. Y'all be good. Have a great weekend. And take some of that information that I had said, man, and apply it, you know. And if you need help positioning anything, just reach out to me. Let's work. And I'll holler at y'all later, man. Y'all be good. Peace. We gone.